Liberty Freedom Network and EarthFX would like to introduce you to one of the greatest paradigm shifts in the health and wellness industry. So do you know what the greatest antioxidant in the world is? No, it's actually the world. Scientific research shows that free radicals damage cells. Antioxidants prevent damage. This is done by the antioxidant donating an electron to the free radical, which neutralizes the free radical in the body. So what is grounding? Well, that's where the Earth's surface is electrically charged with free electrons and natural frequencies. So when we're grounded, our bodies become charged with millions of free electrons and natural frequencies. So who is interested in earthing? Well, anyone that talks on a cell phone, use computers, exercises, or an athlete, somebody that's in pain, can't sleep, people that have chronic conditions, people that have children, people that are concerned about cancer, arthritis, diabetes, and asthma, or knows anyone that is.
The Earth, our home, is one massive electromagnetic field. All natural things seek to be in direct contact with it, except modern man. The result? Stress, restless sleep, fatigue, and illness. The solution? Get grounded to the Earth easily, while at home and at work.
In 1960, I think it's 95% of visits to a general practitioner were for an infectious disease, an acute injury, or childbirth. And 5% were for stress-related health disorders. And today, 95% of the visits to a practitioner are for a stress-related health disorder. And the word stress meaning that something is stressing the body sufficient that the body can't restore health, can't maintain health.
So today it's just absolutely out of control. 1 in every 3 women and 1 in every 2 men will develop some form of cancer. And there are currently over 25.8 million diabetics in this country alone, with 79 million people pre-diabetic. There's over 46 million people that suffer from arthritis and 17.5 million people in this country that suffer from asthma. In the book Earthing, which is entitled The Most Important Health Discovery Ever, we're talking about something that's not a pill. There's no prescription. You don't need to reorder it. It's definitely not go-go juice. There are no lotions and there are no potions. It's incredibly low tech. You don't have to worry about calibrations, settings. You don't have to calorie count. There's no exercising, and it is not a big ticket purchase. Ann Gittleman, PhD in CNS, talks about earthing ranks right up there with the discovery of penicillin. Medical and scientific experts have now demonstrated that chronic inflammation is the root cause of most all chronic disease. Chronic inflammation exists in all of our bodies, often for decades before physical manifestation of chronic inflammation such as heart disease, arthritis, and diabetes become readily apparent.
My name is Angelina Greco. I live in Brentwood, California, and I am a colon hydrotherapist. I've been on earthing for about 6 months now. I've personally noticed tremendous results just with this new technology. Immediately, what I noticed starting using earthing was I slept the whole night, which it's been at least 5 years since I slept a whole peaceful night. I'm just happy to be sleeping. I mean, that to me has made me more present in my job, more connected with people. I don't get that 5 o'clock rush to have coffee before I go on to my next client. Over the course of my life, I've had many shin splints. My knees are always sore. I put a lot of pressure on my shoulders when I run. I don't think I had the right form. And since I've been using the earthing, no more.
Scientific research now suggests that free radical damage may be implicated in over 60 diseases, including cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. Today, the most widely accepted model of aging process is based on cumulative cell damage caused by, you guessed it, free radicals. Almost half of all Americans have some form of chronic condition, and it is estimated by the year 2030 the number of Americans with one or more chronic conditions is expected to increase a whopping 37%. Now, not just for people who have chronic conditions that are in pain, what are the professional athletes saying about grounding? Now, we've included a couple testimonials, but at the end of this particular clip, there are many more testimonials added to the end of this video for your viewing pleasure.
I had the privilege of being an integral part of 8 Tour de France victories for the Discovery and Postal Service teams. The earthing technology played a vital role in all 8 of the Tour de France victories. The Tour de France is by far the most difficult sporting event in the world. It's comparable to running 3 marathons a day for 22 consecutive days. They may climb as much as 30,000 vertical feet or 6 miles straight up in a single day's stage. The earthing technology is essentially the deliberate transfer of the Earth's electrons onto the body just by making direct skin contact with the product. Even though a rider may not be injured, the severe physical and mental strain needs to be discharged from the body while the rider is relaxing and recovering. So we use the technology at night to make sure that they get up the next day fully recovered. The second use of the technology is to accelerate tissue repair and wound healing from injuries that may be sustained during a day's tour race. The athletes reported and observed better sleep, less pain, more energy, faster recovery from injuries on a routine and regular basis.
The EarthFX technology has been working out great. I feel like we're sleeping a lot better with it. My injuries felt a lot better after I woke up the next morning using the EarthFX technology, especially putting patches directly on the injury.
Yaroslav Popovich crashed on a time trial, had massive abrasions to his right hip and his right elbow. The moment that we got back to the hotel, we used the earthing technology immediately to start to accelerate his recovery. He was able to get up and compete fully the following day and put in one of the most significant contributions to helping Alberta win that year's tour.
So regardless if you're at work, rest, travel, or sleep, there is a way to ground yourself besides walking barefoot that can suit your needs. Let's take a look at some of the earthing products. There's the Earthing Band Kit. This comes in either blue or pink. Comes with 3 separate bands and a 20-foot cord. The entire body band kit is only $39.95, but also can be purchased separately. There are the Earthing Patches. And as we'd seen from the prior video, this is where you can isolate a specific point on your body. Even though when you ground your entire body, you can isolate a certain injury. Then there's the Universal Mat. This is made from sturdy conductive carbonized rubber. The Universal Mat can be used anywhere as a barefoot floor mat, desk mat, mouse pad, or on a chair, couch, or bed. The mat only goes for $59.95. The most effective way to ground oneself is, of course, during sleep. And so here we see an array of half sheets, full sheets, and my personal favorite, the recovery bag, which is used by a lot of athletes. Then there's the Earthing Auto Sheet Pads. There's a pair for $39.95. So reducing inflammation is the most important thing one can do to improve your health. That's worth repeating. Reducing inflammation is the most important thing you can do to improve your health. So to summarize, inflammation is now recognized as the primary cause of health disorder. Natural grounding is now showing to reduce inflammation. It is our sincerest hope, now that you understand the positive effects of grounding, you'll get grounded immediately. Questions? More information? Join us online for a free webinar. There's no software to download or anything to purchase. Additional free videos are also available. We'd like to thank you for watching. There's more footage to follow. God bless.